What do you think about Japanese people? What do you think about Japanese people? What do you think about Japanese people? Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
Australia,
How long have you been here?
5 days.
What made you come here?
I'm meeting my Japanese partner's parents and family, and she's from Tokyo, so
We live in Melbourne, Australia.
Nice.
I'm also visiting my family, which is exciting.
So today's question, what do you think about Japanese people? I know she's Japanese.
You don't have to be nice to me.
obviously I'm romantically connected, so my answer's a bit, they're very polite, reserved, quiet, so you can be in a busy Shibuya crossing, for example, and pretty quiet. Thousands of people crossing and no one's talking, and you're on a busy subway, no one's really talking, so a bit different to my country, so it's nice, very different, and I like it.
Has your perception of Japanese people changed since you have been here?
I wouldn't say change, I'd say it's more been strengthened. Obviously she lives in my country, but she's very nice and polite, and everybody in my country is like, wow, she's really nice and polite, but now that I'm in her culture, everyone's the same, so
Is there a lot of Japanese in your country?
not much, no. Very little.
Not many, no. I think it's very different. On the train, for instance, it's very quiet in Japan, whereas in Melbourne, people just talk to your friends or even strangers, making some small talks or be on the phone and no problem. But here, you have to, always consider of how other people think and be quiet and be very considerate of others, I think. Yeah. Australia is maybe less. Maybe if you are having fun with your friend, that's not a problem. But here, if you're having friends with a lot of loud noise, that's a problem for everyone. So, I think it's a different way of thinking. Yes, yeah.
Thank you for coming to Japan.
Alright, thank you for being here.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
I'm from America, Tennessee.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, also in America.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since August, so it's about 6 months.
I've also been here since August 10th, so about 6 months as well.
What made you come to Japan?
For me, COVID happened during my second year of university, so after I graduated, I wanted to do something interesting, and so I got a teaching job in Japan, and I've just been here for a while.
I'm a student at Waseda University, and so I'm here to study Japanese, and I've been interested just a lot in Japan and Tokyo for a while. I love mountains and trains and urban design, so just kind of perfectly worked out, I think.
That's cool. So can I ask you, why did you choose Waseda University?
Well, my school back home had a few study abroad, options available, but Waseda being in Tokyo, just kind of made sense to me because, Tokyo is kind of the beating heart of Japan. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love everywhere, but just really convenient to get around to the rest of it and just such a massive city, so.
What do you think about Japanese people?
I think, I didn't know a lot about Japanese people before I came, because it was kind of, not spur-of-the-moment decision, but a little. And so now I work with Japanese, and my impression has only been good. Everyone's really friendly. I don't speak Japanese so well, and so I think they've made a lot of effort to make friends with me and include me in the workplace, and I couldn't be happier with where I work. It's been really great, so only good experiences for me.
I knew a bit more about Japan. It's kind of silly, but I love the Ryugago Toku games, so I kind of got some exposure there. But no, I mean, kind of the same way. Just everyone here is very friendly and polite, and sometimes I think it's a little superficial. I think tatemae it's called, and so sometimes it feels a little forced politeness, and it's do they really? Is my Nihongo really jozu? but everyone's super polite and nice and very, very helpful. Back in the States, people are friendly, but people here will draw you an entire map of where you need to go if you get lost. Or
How is the perception of Japanese people? How has it changed before you came here?
From what I had heard before, I've heard that Japanese are maybe a little shy, but I don't really think that's the case. I think like as long as you're warm and like make yourself inviting, they like really want to talk to you and they want to make friends. At least my experience. So just like if you want to come and make friends with Japanese people, just like smile, make yourself inviting, try to speak Japanese, and like I find that they open up really quickly. So like yeah, no worries. They're really kind and inviting. So
Yeah, I definitely think you hear a lot of stories about, like Americans being way too outgoing here and kind of, pushes people away. But from my experience, people aren't quite as shy here as, is said. There's definitely some times where kind of people will give you like, kind of like on trains, like kind of, avoid sitting next to you or whatever. Just, I guess, kind of like that sort of, shyness. But beyond that, I mean, like, I think you also hear sometimes that, Japan is somewhat like conservative, I guess. But like, I think that's, not true among a lot of people. And you definitely see like a lot of diversity of opinion here, for lack of a better word.
Thank you for coming to Japan.
yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
England.
From UK.
London, UK.
So are you a tourist?
No.
No, we're studying here.
So you are studying in university.
Yeah.
What do you study?
Japanese language. At Waseda currently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So why did you choose Waseda University?
We didn't.
We're on a scholarship from the UK called the Daiwa Scholarship, which funds and supports British students who have an interest in Japanese language and culture to move here and learn the language and sort of experience the culture.
That's lovely. What made you interested in Japan or Japanese?
Difficult question. I mean, so when I think my first exposure to Japanese culture was when I was younger. I did judo, and then ever since then I was kind of interested in Japanese culture, and then found being in Japan was very much like a pipe dream, and then finding this scholarship that allowed you to go and be funded to kind of live in Japan felt like a kind of opportunity that wouldn't be able to pass up.
For me, it was the sort of Japanese traditional theatre, sort of nogaku, kabuki, bunraku. It was always really exciting, and I've been a couple of years ago to like sort of see it, and then coming this time to you can't engage fully without the language, and so coming here and trying to like build that up to engage better.
For me, I like archived some slides by an anthropologist who like specialised in Japan, and I'm looking to get into like kind of the like anthropology of arts kind of side of stuff. So going through that kind of led me to it.
That's interesting. You're fashionable, by the way. Yeah. So today's question is, what do you think about Japanese people?
I think there are quite a few similarities between British people and Japanese people.
Yeah.
Lots of saying sorry.
Yeah.
Sort of
Sorry.
politeness, culture,
So
how you receive compliments is very much the same in the UK and here.
being modest.
Not at all.
Has your perception of Japanese people changed since you have been here?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. In my case, it's quite hard to feel like you're breaking into Japanese society and meeting people. So I feel like it's still early days for me, at least in terms of like meeting people and getting to know people.
Yeah, it's difficult because part of it is, I think, language proficiency. I don't feel like my Japanese is at the level where I could have like a good conversation with a Japanese person. But then I feel like some of the Japanese people I've met have been so friendly and so welcoming.
And I think as well, there's like a lot of people who do get the time and like talk to. There is a genuine encouragement of like learning the language, of like sometimes like unearned compliments about the quality of your Japanese. But it is encouraging in terms of wanting like to get better at the language, to get beyond just the normal pleasantries and actually have a conversation.
But no, I think we're just kind of at a stage now where we're just still working on Japanese to get to that point where it feels like making more of a real engagement.
What do you think about Japanese food?
Love it.
It's great.
What Japanese food do you like?
Takoyaki. Love takoyaki. Had some in Osaka a couple of months ago. Very, very nice.
Thank you for coming to Japan.
Thanks for having us.